Yo, what is up, you sexy ass motherfuckers? Welcome back to yet another Rome 2 Total War Siege battle. This is a 3 versus 3 siege battle with Syracuse, the Lion Boys. I think this is Cameria. I want to say, yeah, Cameria, Pontus, Sparta, Saba, and the Lion Boys, Massalia. It is a fantastic siege battle with some amazing plays. I sucked. Okay, I didn't like suck this battle, but I didn't do great this battle. So I just want to let you guys know that ahead of time. Not my most proud moment, but was it a great battle? Was there some really cool plays? Yes, there were. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, grab something to eat, something to drink, hopefully grab some of that Gamer Grind coffee. Yes, this video is sponsored by Gamer Grind Co. They are a fantastic coffee company that makes very high quality coffee for a decent price. Very, very delicious. I've actually got my coffee right next to me as we speak. They are truly incredible, so make sure that you guys check that out. Getting into the battle, I am playing as Syracuse. I'm bringing an army of thorax swords. I'm trying not to say this battle. I realized in my last battle I said at least 50 trillion times. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I don't say it too much. But yeah, we're going to be bringing thorax swords, Theros spears, archers, one... Did it? I did it. No! One unit of militia hoplites, all of the good stuff. Cameria over here is going to be bringing those Scythian hoplites, Camerian nobles, archers, a ballista, all of the good stuff. And then Pontus, my favorite faction, being played by the great Donald himself. I am playing with Marketable and Donald in this. Did it again? No! Stop it! In this battle. And it was a very, very good one. Guys, I'm gonna be like this so salty during this whole replay because of the fact that I keep saying the word but yeah, ultimately we are being engaged with by some Celtic warriors outside of the walls. I am gonna hopefully dismount my thorax swords. I turned the tower in time to get most of those Pila out of the way, but hopefully I'll be able to dismount the tower and charge into those Celtic swords. I should be bringing up my thorax spears and my archers here soon, but we'll see. I am engaged with that front wall with my thorax swords. I didn't necessarily wait for my teammates. This was one of my first of many mistakes. So I am going to get absolutely targeted and just kind of wrecked here. I'm going to take a lot of losses here, which sucks. But you got to do what you got to do. And ultimately, I've already kind of devoted my troops to this front line, so we are moving in. My thorax swords are charging into these Celtic warriors. Go, boys, go, get them! With the support of the enemy towers, though, my thorax, that was a terrible idea for me. I am going to take a lot of losses, but at least I'm doing something. I'm going to try to do as much damage to the enemy forces as I possibly can before my allies get up to the walls and start engaging with the enemy. But yeah, I should have waited. I should have paused for a second before charging up onto the walls. Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up, guys. It's so early in the morning right now. It's around 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still trying to wake up. I did not sleep well at all last night, so hopefully we can get this battle going. But yes, the enemy is doing a very, very, very good move of moving up their mercenary Gallic hunters onto the walls to be able to combat against my archers. Me being the dummy that I am is going to go ahead and fire back on these mercenary Gallic hunters and these Celtic slingers. But I am getting peppered to shit, and they have the advantage of having cover and having the walls. And having a much more direct line of fire on my archers. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and decide to retreat here and get my archers back before I get completely and utterly vanquished. This artillery piece, luckily, is out of ammo. I was able to successfully destroy this artillery piece with mine, so I don't have to worry about it nearly as much as well. My allies starting to push up their towers, moving in those Camerian noble infantry, which look absolutely sexy. Look at that. I don't know what's up with this lag. That's weird, but hopefully it clears up here in a little bit. But yeah, they got the weird like dick caps, the condom caps. It's not like quite fully on. Not these guys, but these guys. Look at those helmets. It looks like, you know, you're trying to slip a condom on, and then a portion of it is still leaning forward. That's what their hats are like. I wonder why they have like that kind of horn thing on the front. Whether or not it was like a tactical advantage, if they were utilized it to be able to just slam their head into their enemies, just headbutt the shit out of them. I'm not really quite sure. I'm going to retreat these thorax swords because they are getting absolutely peppered by these enemy ranged units, by these slingers, by these archers. So I'm going to go ahead and move back. My thorax swords are getting their asses handed to them by some Celtic warriors. It's not great. Definitely not a great usage of the thorax swordsmen. They are taking a lot of slinger fire as well as tower fire from up above, so they are not going to last for too long. But it's too late. They're already engaged with the enemy. So hopefully they can take those Celtic warriors out. Moving back over to the wall, my thorax swords are beginning to move onto the walls. Saba has some Sabian swordsmen moved up. The Lion Boys are moving up some Axe Warriors as well as Archer support to be able to hopefully take out my troops. And they are not going to wait. They're not going to let me get that charge bonus off. They are just going to go ahead and charge in and do a ton of damage against my troops. 104, 103. My guys are slowly, not even slowly, they are getting destroyed. And plus, we are about to take a lot of fire. They've got a lot of javelins about to go into my face. These thorax swords don't stand a chance, and that was my fault. I shouldn't have moved up prematurely before my allies got to the walls. I mean, I guess I waited a little bit for my allies to actually get to the walls, but it was still a little bit rough. These Levy Freemen aren't going to last for too long. My allies moving up their Chimerian heavy archers to be able to get some flanking shots on these non-armored units. Even though they have their shields up, they are still going to take a little bit of damage. They move just in time to kind of dodge that archer volley, which was beautiful on the enemy's parts. But yeah, my thorax swords are getting absolutely destroyed. They are doing terribly. They are getting wrecked by these Sabian swords, mixed with the javelin fire and the cycling of the Sabian swords. So I need to quickly get some more troops up to help support those. That infantry that was outside of the walls engaging with me has finally fallen, but at what cost? I lost a whole thorax sword unit as well as a portion of another thorax sword unit to a simple, cheap Celtic warrior. That's kind of sad. Again, like I said, guys, I did not do great in this battle, but there are some really cool aspects of this battle that I had to show you guys. Because even if I sucked, there was still some really good moments. My artillery doing some good work so far, getting 86 kills. I'm just trying to do as much damage to the enemy forces as I can. Right now, we are kind of getting some fire into these mercenary mass gap marauders. These guys look absolutely gorgeous. Their armor, their shield, it looks fantastic, and I love it. Sparta is going to go ahead and move up some Puriaikai hoplites to hopefully get some volleys into our troops. But they are not going to give up this courtyard without a fight. These Scythian hoplites are doing a ton of damage, being able to charge in and engage with these Levy Freemen. These Levy Freemen certainly do not stand a chance for a 210 cost unit. The only thing they're really good at is flanking and getting javelins off. But my ally is doing a great job of moving their archers around, getting flanking fire on these axe warriors, helping me out as much as they can because my thorax swords are getting demolished, which is kind of sad. I've got my archers in range shooting into these axe warriors, these less armored units, hopefully getting as much damage as I possibly can on these enemy troops. Sparta's got these hoplites moved up and ready to defend this settlement. A very, very unlikely, some might say impossible alliance between Saba, the Lion Boys, and Sparta. Very, very strange alliance, but a cool one nevertheless. Having pushed me back, they are going to begin to go and push against these Scythian hoplites and try to do as much damage as they can. I'm going to hopefully utilize my archers to be able to get some flanking fire into these Sabian swordsmen, as well as these axe warriors. We're doing whatever we can to be able to push in. I've got my Theros spears moved up, ready to hopefully get some volleys off. I'm going to charge them in because the Sabian swordsmen were trying to get that charge off, so I wanted to get the charge off before they did. And I still do have a unit of thorax swords over here, fresh swords, doing whatever they can to be able to engage with these enemy units. Sparta is doing a very good move here, moving some Piriaikai hoplites over to throw some of those spears of justice right into my ass Ass spears, dude. Ass spears turned me into a porcupine. And I don't want it. I don't want it, thorax swords. You must stay alive. Keep fighting. And these Scythian hoplites are soon going to charge in and continue to push back against the enemy forces. Again, my ally is doing a very, very good job of supporting me with archer fire. We're both trying to do whatever we can to support each other with all of the archer fire in the world, which is great. But again, hopefully I can kind of come back from that initial standpoint, because that first ordeal outside of the walls and everything else, I got wrecked. I did not do good at all. I'm going to quickly turn these thorax swordsmen around and engage with these axe warriors. If they're going to retreat, I'm going to try to make them suffer as much as I possibly can for it, and try to do as much damage as I possibly can as well. But we are making some great work. The enemy doesn't have too many troops in order to reinforce their front lines quickly enough, so we are making ground, and we are starting to slowly but surely push in here. Maybe they were afraid of... Oh, I missed it. No! There was a cavalry charge that came out here and attempted to go after my archers, but I successfully was able to counter it with these thunderous spears, and I missed it. That's so sad. No. The cavalry is still alive. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Portions that, like a small portion of the cavalry is still alive, but we did do a large number against those cavalry forces. My thorax swords successfully doing as much damage to these axe warriors as they possibly can. I got another unit of thorax swordsmen moving up to help support our troops. I'm going to go ahead and turn them around and charge them into this unit of axe warriors to hopefully stop them from getting their pila out. But with this choke point, you always have to be careful with those towers. Those towers will do a lot of damage to your forces, so attacking this is futile. You're gonna take a lot of losses, as you shall soon see. I've got my thunderous spears over here throwing into the flanks of these mercenary mascot marauders, just trying to make sure that they can't flank our troops. They're trying to flank our troops. They're trying to get as much kills as they possibly can, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to be able to help support my ally. I am going to quickly start charging up some more thunderous spears to help support in this engagement, and keep on throwing those mighty spears of justice directly into the flanks of the enemy forces. Sparta sending in another unit of Piriakai hoplites to hopefully get some more volleys off and do as much damage to these Scythian hoplites as they possibly can. We do have some beautiful, beautiful Khmeri noble infantry moving in as well. These Scythian hoplites have done their job. They've pushed into the main courtyard of this settlement and have done their damage. A hoplite unit in attack. Market is a very good player in this game. He's the one who's playing as Khmeria, and he's just such a good player. It doesn't matter what faction that he's forced to play. He just always ends up doing well with them. So kudos to Market. But yeah, these hoplites are kicking ass. I mean, 108 kills on an attacking hoplite unit that's not utilizing their defensive bonuses. Oh, it's frozen? Oh, that was weird. That was really weird. But yeah, I mean, like, utilizing these hoplites on attack without utilizing their defensive bonuses, which is kind of what they're known for. I mean, 30 melee attack isn't bad at all for a hoplite unit, but still, getting a lot of kills for attacking with a hoplite unit. Fantastic job. Over here, my thorax sword is still fighting against axe warriors, but getting peppered from the side, getting shot at from above by the enemy towers. Flaming arrows of justice. They are not going to survive for very long. They are just taking so many losses, and there's not much that I can do about it. Ultimately, they're already depleted enough where if I retreat, they're just going to automatically break, so I might as well leave them in and hopefully do as much damage as I possibly can. But yeah, they are starting to break. They're starting to waver, and they are going to get the fuck out of here, which I would too. I would not want to deal with this bullshit. If my general told me to charge into a death trap like this, I probably would have just left if I could, because I was getting fucked. Trying to move these thunderous spears into a side position to hopefully shoot at these Piriakai hoplites and get as much damage done as possible. Moving over to the other side, I haven't really been looking over here. Pontus is doing, and Khmeria is doing a fantastic job of pushing over on this right flank, engaged with Saba, engaged with Sparta, and really just doing a ton of damage against these enemy forces. Sparta really just brought a spam of Piriakai hoplites and spears, which is crazy. Just a lot of Piriakai units, which is, I mean, that's not bad at all, but you really like to see those classic Spartan hoplites too. You know, you don't want to always just see the Piriakais. I get it, they have ranged, but those hoplites are so damn sexy. Getting some nice flanking shots on these Pontic swordsmen while they are engaged with the Sabian swordsmen. It doesn't matter they are starting to break these Sabian swordsmen, and the hope was that they would be able to break through and then flank around, but the enemy had some mercenary mass marauders. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm saying that right. If you guys know if I'm saying that right or say that improperly, please let me know as well. The enemy, seeing that my archers were completely exposed, is going to charge out what's left of those Massilian cavalry, and I wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to quickly get my general in there to hopefully stop them from completely decimating me. But they really did a number on my archers, getting a decent amount of kills with just like 20 men left inside of that cav unit. They just got absolutely demolished by the 2 volleys. That was gorgeous, but still... Wow, and that cav unit still has 1 guy left, and he's charging into my archers. Like, you've got to be kidding me. How is this cav unit not broken? Oh, my lord. And then we got some Sabian camel cataphracts getting ready to be able to charge in and deal some damage to our troops. We'll have to keep our eyes open for that. Over here, the enemy is starting to actually push my allies back, pushing up some of those classic Spartan hoplites to be able to hold back these Pontic swordsmen, trying to get to these Eastern archers if they possibly can. Saba doing whatever they can to be able to continuously push back and engage with this blob of units that my allies have shown, and just continuously pushing up more and more units. We've even got the general unit, a unit of heroes of Sparta guarding the flank. That's just beautiful. Hopefully these Sabian swordsmen can go and push around and hopefully get around to the flanks of these Pontic swords, because if they don't, then Pontus could potentially flank. Oh, damn. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. With those units. My ally Pontus moving up a unit of mercenary Celtic warriors to be able to engage with those forces. I'm not really quite sure where those camel cataphracts went, to be honest. I'm looking around and I'm like, where did they go? What are they doing? We still got a lot of mercenary Gallic hunters as well as slingers firing into us, and I am still charging in units. I mean, this thorax sword only has 44 kills for a 750 cost unit. That is one of the biggest wastes of money in the world. Did not do well at all. Moving up these thunderous spears, which are out of ammo, to continue to engage with these axe warriors, continue to try to push over on this flank, putting pressure on as many sides as I possibly can, just trying to get some damage out. The enemy still has some slingers and some archers over here still engaged with us, firing into the fronts of our thunderous spears. That's okay. If they need to fire into my thunderous spears, that is perfectly fine. I'd rather they fire at my thunderous spears than let me get some coffee real quick, guys. Sorry. Then those noble Chimerian infantry, because those nobles can really pack a punch, and I really don't want us to be able to lose them this early on. My allied, very smart move here, starting to get onto the flanks of these hoplites. Hoplites are very susceptible to the flanks, so they will be able to do a lot of damage. I'm going to go ahead and move my depleted unit of 65 Thera spears, try to move them around to hopefully get onto the flanks of these Periakai hoplites and do as much damage as I can. The goal is to hopefully break these hoplites so that way we have a gap to be able to continue to push on this courtyard, because it's all about making progress. It's all about getting as many kills as you can and weakening your enemy, and that's exactly what we are doing. Boom! Charge right into the backs of these enemy troops. That was beautiful. Very gorgeous. My archers are getting kind of peppered over here from the enemy archers. I was trying to engage with them, but they are answering the call with their own ammunition. So I'm going to quickly try to get the hell out of dodge and try to make sure that I don't get absolutely demolished. They are kind of stacking their slingers inside of thorax swords, so I should probably move my my archers and engage with a different target. So not a bad move. I know a lot of people frown upon stacking. Oh shit, okay, hold on, pause that real quick. We have got some cataphracts moving in. They see a gap. They see a way to be able to engage with our archers. They are moving in, and we don't have anything to be able to answer the call. I'm moving up some troops. I'm moving up my mercenary Samnite warriors, but I don't have anything to be able to answer the call and protect my archers. And this cavalry unit is going to be able to get right in here and be able to charge after my archers, having some Massilian thunderous spears come in as well to be able to engage and just do whatever they can to be able to hopefully stop the call of this cavalry unit. But yeah, my archers are dead. I have nothing to defend them. They are going to die, and I kind of accepted it at this point. There's not really too much that I can do. There's nowhere I can run. There's no troops that I have. I'm going to try to get these 2 troops over to my mercenary Samnite warriors, but it's too late. These cataphracts came in and absolutely demolished my archer force, getting a lot of damage in and halting our advance here temporarily. They are going to go ahead and start utilizing some Sicilian cavalry and charging them in to hopefully get some flanking done, but my ally is starting to move in some steppe spearmen, giggity, as well as some other spears, as they are primarily a hoplite based force, to be able to hopefully answer the call of the cavalry. I'm going to keep chasing these cataphracts down, try to get as much damage against these cataphracts as I can, get some revenge against these damn humped bastards for killing my archers. Get them, boys! Get them, Samnites! But yeah, we'll take some down with us, but we're not going to be able to get that many kills either. And that was a very, very good play from our enemies, getting a flanking charge on those Cimmerian noble infantry. That was very beautiful. My allies are starting to kind of fall back and reform their troops, get ready for the next advance. I am going to go ahead and start moving in with my Samnites, start doing as much damage as I can. Plus, these Samnites are absolutely gorgeous, and they are beasts. They will get so many kills, especially against some mercenary Gallic hunters and axe warriors that are super depleted from all of the engagements that they've experienced here by this gate. My Samnites are going to charge in and start getting some kills. I am going to start taking archer fire into the rear, which kind of sucks, turning my mercenary Samnite warriors into a porcupine, but I got to keep pushing. I got to take the archer fire. I've got to keep going, because we got to keep doing damage to the enemy. We got to keep putting pressure out. The enemy is going to go ahead and start moving out a unit of Hippeus Lancers to hopefully circle around and attack those Cimmerian heavy archers, but we were able to notice it in time. We're going to quickly get those Cimmerian heavy archers inside of the walls and answer it with our own cavalry, some Cappadocian cavalry, and a couple of units of young axes. I can't remember if young axes have Javi capability, but if they do, that would be amazing. They could do a lot of damage against those cavalry units. If not, it could be a little bit rough, but I mean, if they do, it could get a lot of kills. I am going to go ahead and charge my Samnite warriors into these axe warriors. Again, my mistake. I really need to stop attacking this area with the archer towers as well as the enemy archers, because I am going to take a lot of losses attacking this place. But my whole mindset right now is just to do as much damage as I possibly can, to continuously put pressure on the enemy and to make sure that they cannot retake the courtyard, which we have lost so many men fighting to obtain. The enemy, noticing that we have retreated the archers back inside of the walls, are going to go ahead and move their Hippeus Lancers back, hide for a little bit, and wait for a better opportunity. We are starting to break some of the remnants of this outer defense, so the battle is going to begin to take place within the inner walls, moving back over to Pontus. Pontus still doing a great job of pushing against both Saba and Sparta, doing a lot of damage, just trying to do whatever they can to be able to push these enemy units back and start making their way back towards the center. The enemy is starting to take a lot of losses, not without getting a lot of kills though. Not without getting a lot of kills, and these mercenary mascot marauders will definitely get some good kills against these Pontic swords. The archers raining hell upon these retreating mercenary mascot marauders, going to be able to get a lot of kills because they're shooting into the flanks of the men overall. Donald, as always, doing a fantastic job of engaging with the enemy and pushing them back, making sure that he puts pressure on them. I am going to go ahead and move up some militia hoplites to swap out with my mercenary Samnites. I want to be able to save as many of these guys as I can. I want to continue to put pressure here, but I also want to save my more elite units for a better opportunity to be able to get more kills. Don't get me wrong, 167 kills with mercenary Samnite warriors. Woo! That's beautiful, because mercenary Samnite warriors are just absolutely gorgeous, and they are killing machines. They will get so many kills, but I know that I can get so many more if I can save them and not have them killed by some random archer towers. The enemy has move their cav back. They still have a unit of Hippeus Lancer General as well as a unit of Hippeus Lancers directly outside of the gate. So we are very scared of them, especially since I do not have that many troops left. It's primarily just my mercenary Samnite warriors that's left, as well as my general. My militia hoplites are there, but they are quickly falling. They are not meant for this type of engagement. I actually completely forgot about them. They were initially just meant to be able to push up the tower, which they did. They pushed up a tower over here, but since I was so focused on the center, I just completely forgot about the militia hoplites until later. So they are going to try to do as much damage against these axe warriors as they possibly can, but they're not going to be able to do enough. My ally moving in some young axes to charge into these axe warriors, just trying to do whatever they can to be able to get some damage against these troops. Again, it's only one troop holding this flank. They are starting to crumble over here. If we can break one flank and start getting some flanky pankies going on, then that would be absolutely gorgeous. Or if we could capture this gate and stop that cavalry unit from moving in, that would be incredible as well. Pontus doing a fantastic job breaking through Sabbath, finally moving back over to this other courtyard. Sparta has got some units of more units. Wow, Sparta, how much spears did you bring, you crazy bastard? Damn. Yeah, Sparta's got a couple more units of Pyrrhici spears guarding against these Pontic swordsmen, doing whatever they can to be able to hold them back and do as much damage as possible. My allies doing a fantastic job of killing the enemy ranged units, especially now that I've lost all of my archers. I am of no help in the range engagement. The only thing that I can do right now is just hope that my mercenary Samnite warriors can hold their own and do as much damage as possible. I am going to go ahead and swap out these two units of mercenary Samnite warriors to hopefully keep these guys from getting tired and just to be able to get that charge bonus off too. It's always good to be able to get those charge bonuses off because you'll be able to get a lot of kills with that. So we're going to go ahead and swap those guys out since the enemy is kind of swapping out some unit and engage with those Massilian Theros spears. I'm trying to find out where that caveat. We still got a general unit of Marib Camel Cataphracts going to go ahead and start moving over this way. And we've got another unit of Camel Cataphracts coming in. I don't know if they're going to charge or not, but those guys are very, very scary. They've already taken out so many of my archers, and I most certainly do not want them taking out more of my troops. Ah, coffee. Man, I love that stuff. I love coffee so much. Pontus, noticing that the enemy has retreated their cavalry back into the settlement, is going to go ahead and retreat their unit of Cappadocian cavalry back to their forces and hopefully get it inside of the settlement. My militia hoplites finally breaking 22 kills. Militia hoplites are cheap. They're not really meant to get kills. They're meant to hold off for a few moments, be able to give you a slight reprieve against enemy forces before finally breaking. So I can't really expect them to have done anything else. This unit, I'm going to go ahead and move up this unit of mercenary Samnite warriors with 167 kills to hopefully break the rest of these damn axes. These axe warriors having 50 men left against my 72 Samnites. They do have the towers, but I'm hoping that I can just kill these guys quick enough where we can push through this and be able to hopefully get some flanks. But we have to be careful. The enemy still has 2 units of Hippeus Lancers ready to charge, and they are moving. They are getting ready. They do not like what we are doing. The enemy has successfully pushed us out of this courtyard. My allies are kind of reforming over here at this little gap here, this little choke point, being able to engage with the enemy forces, the mercenary mass Gat Marauders with 108 men left, but having 128 kills, definitely getting bang for their buck and getting a lot of kills. The balance of power is still in favor of us, surprisingly, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Defenders still have the defense advantage, and they have a lot of cav. They have a lot of cav that can do a lot of damage to us, so definitely not out of the battle yet. These mercenary Samnites are struggling to fight against these damn axe warriors. These stupid axe warriors just will not break against the elite mercenary Samnite warriors. I mean, slowly but surely, but how long must we wait? We've finally broken through this central area, broken through this Massilian Theros spears, so hopefully we're going to be able to get some flanks over on this central area. I'm going to go ahead and move my mercenary Samnite warriors over this way, get another unit of mercenary Samnites, get my general up here because they're a spear unit to hopefully combat against their cavalry, because I don't want to be able to get rear charge from the cavalry because that would do a large number against my troops. But I'm trying to quickly get my troops over here as quickly as possible to hopefully get some flanks on these mass Gat Marauders. They just have so many of them. and I want to be able to kill as many of them as I possibly can, and hopefully flank against these Gallic hunters, so that way we can finally break through that area. This courtyard area as well, Pontus, well fought by Sparta and by Saba, but Pontus has finally broken through the mighty Pontic armies with the mighty swords. They have finally broken through and are starting to push up against some mercenary Cretan archers that are hopefully out of ammo, and some of the remnants of the forces that were defending that area. But they are going to start falling back and reforming over on this central courtyard area here. They are ready. They got Cav starting to move in. Pontus has his Cav. He's charging in. He's charging in. These guys are already breaking. He's going to go ahead and charge his Cav through and engage with these Sapaeus Lancers. Hopefully get the charge bonus off before the Cav can turn around. These Cataphracts are able to quickly turn around and engage with Pontus's Cav, but hopefully I can get my general up and engage with this general and do as much damage as I possibly can while Pontus is kind of holding them, is kind of grounding them. I'm quickly trying to get my general up, but he refuses to move up. I'm just like spam clicking, and he's just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. And I'm like, well, I kind of really need you to get up here and engage with these guys. So let's go, general. So let's go. Yeah, get my general in there to hopefully do as much damage against these guys as they possibly can. Finally being able to start breaking through this area. We are going to be able to regroup with Pontus, the great Pontus, inside of this courtyard, and be able to start engaging with the remnants of this enemy force inside of this courtyard as well. We got to be careful. Sparta still has 2 units of pikemen as well as their general unit of heroes of Sparta, so they can definitely still get a lot of kills. Sparta's archers are falling. They are collapsing to the combined firepower of the Eastern archers as well as the Cimmerian heavy archers. Sparta's archers do not stand a chance, and they are just getting melted by the sheer number of arrows flying upon their faces. The Cappadocian cavalry aren't going to let up the chase. They're going to keep charging up against these Hippeus Lancers. These Marib camel cataphracts are super dangerous. They hurt, so we got to be careful about that. But yeah, it looks like we are going to go ahead and fall back. Everybody's going to kind of retreat, start reforming, getting ready, because the Cav battle is definitely not over yet. The enemies still have a lot of Cav, and Pontus still has some decent Cav as well, so we have to be careful. I'm going to keep my general in nearby because that's the only spear unit that I have, as well as my mercenary Samnite warriors, because those are the only warriors that I have left. I'm going to go ahead and move up my depleted unit of mercenary Samnite warriors, which have 275 kills, unsurprisingly, because they're Samnite warriors. Look at these sexy, sexy beasts with their swords, their gladiuses, and their shields. They look amazing, getting all of the kills in the world, doing a very, very good job. I'm going to go ahead and start moving them up, so that way we can hopefully engage with these Pyrrhici spears and start pushing up on this central area. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up just a little bit here, guys. Okay, I'm going to go back to normal speed, guys. I lied. I completely lied because, wow, that was laggy. The enemy has moved up a depleted unit of mercenary Mascat Marauders with 100 kills to hopefully probably distract my Thorax Hoplites while they try to charge their Sabian Camel Cataphracts into our troops. God, I need to stop yawning, guys. I'm sorry. It's just too early for me. I guess I recorded a little bit too early, but I had to. This battle is just so fucking good. I love it. It's just too good. And then Sparta's got a unit of Pyrrhici Hoplites and Pyrrhici Spears holding the front line in preparation for the great push of Pontus. Saba still has a few troops left as well, some Sabian Swordsman Mercenary Mascat Marauders, and a unit of Slingers with 50 kills. So hopefully they'll be able to do some work as well. Sparta's archers have come back, a unit of 33 Helot archers, and Massalia is moving up a unit of Thero spears to hopefully get some throws into these Cimmerian heavy archers as well. These Cimmerian heavy archers still have ammo, it looks like. They've got a decent amount of kills, you know, over 100 on all of them. Oh shit! The Cav! The Cav is coming! Get him, get him, get him! Counter, 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 charge! Charge me! What am I doing? What am I doing? Yo! Samnites. Oh my lord. Is that Pontic Sword dead? Or is that Pontic Cavalry dead? Yeah, man, that took me ages to be able to charge. Holy smokes. Yeah, wow. That charge, I mean, it didn't get a terrible amount of kills, but they definitely got some kills, and they took out the rest of that Pontic Cavalry, which is terrible for us. Thorax Hoplites charging into some Sabian Camo Cataphracts. Hopefully going to be able to kill these guys and get rid of them before they can wreak havoc upon the rest of our forces. Trying to just do whatever we can, but they just will not break. 14 guys left. These Cataphracts just do not know the word break. I swear. They are still alive. I am going to go ahead and charge into these mercenary mass gap marauders and hopefully take them out. I was hoping if I could get a charge bonus off on them before they were able to get one off on me, I could quickly break them before the enemy could do anything about it. But man, the charge bonus didn't do bad, but I mean, Thorax Hoplites against mass gap marauders just is not great. Not great at all. Wow, yeah, Thorax Hoplites, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go, there we go. Engage with the Cataphracts, engage with the Cataphracts. I need to move over this unit of swords. Maybe, I don't know. There we go, finally, these damn Cataphracts are beginning to fall. My general is definitely taking, but seriously, 2 guys left and they're still going. They're gonna go into these damn Pontic Peltas and they're still gonna get a couple of kills on these guys. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. They just do not know how to break. It's insane. My general is going to quickly turn around after engaging with that cavalry unit to hopefully take out the rest of these mercenary mass gap marauders and end the infantry reign that Saba has over in this section. I do not have that many troops left to be able to engage with these cavalry units, but we are going to be able to try to use whatever we can to be able to hopefully hold back this cavalry and do as much damage as we possibly can. Moving back over to the central area, we've got Pontus starting to get ready to charge in, getting all of their volleys off on these hoplites, doing as much damage as they possibly can, getting a lot of kills. It's so sad to see Spartans fall like this. You want to see Spartans fall in the midst of battle, but the fact that they're just falling to Peltas, to... Oh, did you guys see that guy? He just like Superman jumped right into the fray and then just instantly collapsed. He got wrecked. That was cool. It was cinematic and it was a good try, but that did not work at all. Cameria moving in their heavy archers that are out of ammo through this small gap to flank around Sparta and hopefully break them quickly. There's not too many units to be able to stop them either, so if they can get that flank off, that would be perfect. Saba moving over what's left of their army, a very depleted unit of mercenary mass gap marauders as well as Sabian swords to hopefully hold us back. We are going to go ahead and start pushing up against this cavalry and try to do as much damage as we possibly can against this cavalry, but we shall see. We've still got these unit of Pontic Peltas over here to hopefully help us just absolutely decimate this cav. We need to get rid of it because it can still do a lot of damage against us, and we certainly do not want that. They are going to go ahead and separate in 2 and hopefully force us to kind of decide as to where we want to go. But wow, yeah, they're going to go ahead and surround that Pontic Cappadocian cavalry. I'm going to go ahead and move my mercenary Samnites in to hopefully hold them back and hopefully get a couple of kills. These Peltas are going to get some throws off and hopefully get some kills against these Hippeus Lancers. Hippeus, they put a lot of money into their cavalry. Like, these Cataphracts are so expensive. And these Hippeus Lancers are definitely very expensive as well. Getting some javelins into these Cataphracts. They are going to go ahead and push through our units and charge right into those Pontic Peltas and just do a lot of damage and most likely take out that Pontic Peltas unit. My general at this point has fallen, sadly, so my guys are going to definitely take a morale loss, but I don't have too many troops left to be able to, for it to be able to affect me too terribly much. So it's not too big of a deal, but still sucks. I'm going to use what's left of my general's bodyguard unit to hopefully take out what's left of these Sabian swordsmen and of this cavalry unit. They are going to go ahead and move into these Pontic Peltas. I'm going to go ahead and charge my mercenary Samnite warriors into the Hippeus Lancers, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. These Peltas are going to break. This cav is going to get away. They might take a couple of losses since they are engaged with my Samnites, but it's not going to be enough, and they are going to break that unit of Pontic Peltas. The only thing I have over here is a unit of Greek Ballista, what's left of my Greek Ballista, so I'm going to try to stop those cav. But they just got ran through. They did not stand a chance. The cav did not give 2 fucks about the bodies that were in their way and just absolutely charged through. Very well played by the enemy cav forces. 257 kills on this cav unit. Very well played. This general getting 35 kills, this unit getting 112 kills, doing a really good job of just breaking our forces and just wreaking havoc upon us. Pontus and Kamiria have successfully made it through the enemy lines here, and now we just must face the final line of the Heroes of Sparta as well as the Spartan Pikemen. I'm not going to call out the enemies on this because you guys will see soon that they are going to actually go ahead and stop with the pike stacks, but just realize that it's kind of an unspoken rule. Don't pike stack because it's a glitch within the game where it makes it so that way you can't really utilize your ranged troops on enemy pikemen because it's just going to keep falling upon the more heavily units that are guarding those pikes. So just pike stacking is basically stacking your units on top of pikes. And again, they moved it, so I'm not like calling them out or anything. That's perfectly fine. But just make sure you're not pike stacking because it is kind of a scummy thing to do. Just for anybody that's thinking about doing it in the future, the enemy is going to go ahead and move their cavalry into these archers, but these archers are spear-based archers, so this cavalry is not going to stand a chance and are going to quickly fall against the might of the Cimmerian heavy archers. Charge, men! Charge! Get them! Yeah, the rest of the cav, those cataphracts are coming in to be able to engage with my Samnite warriors to be able to do as much damage as they possibly can to move through and start engaging with these Eastern archers as well as with these Cimmerian heavy archers. Again, Cimmerian heavy archers are spear-based, so it's not a huge deal, but these cataphracts just have the ability to get so many kills that you can see 415 kills. Cataphracts are like elephants, except more mobile. They can just do so much damage. It's insane. And apparently they just don't break. Apparently they have the morale of a god because wow, they don't care. Like they'll have one guy left and they'll be like, "Ah, no, we're good. We can keep fighting." And I'm just like, "Holy shit. What are you supposed to do against such reckless hate?" It's insane. 11 guys left waiting for the perfect opportunity to be able to engage with our archers. We are going to go ahead and start moving in against these Heroes of Sparta. There's not really too much that we can do. We need to finally engage with these Heroes of Sparta and start tiring them out, start chipping at their lines, and just, again, start doing as much damage as possible. I'm going to go ahead and start moving my Samnite warriors over onto the flank to help capture this tower over here and hopefully start helping with killing these pikemen. It looks like we still got some archers ammo, and it looks like some of these archers still have a little bit of ammo, so hopefully they'll be able to utilize that against the pikemen to get as many kills as possible. Kamiria going to go ahead and send what's left of their army as well, the noble infantry, over to help me engage with those pikes and hopefully break them. But yeah, I mean, ultimately it's kind of up to Pontus right now. Pontus just moving in their Pontic swords, trying to get as many kills as possible against these Heroes of Sparta. If they can break through the Heroes of Sparta, they can flank around the Spartan pikemen and be able to get as many kills as possible. Moving up their general, they still have... See, the archers... I'm a little hesitant with the archers having been shooting at the slingers, just because I don't think they have very much ammo left. We need to utilize all the ammo that we can on these pikes to hopefully break through them, but it's also good to be able to get rid of those slingers too. It looks like we had a little bit of a cav charge as well, probably charging into, or trying to charge into the archer forces, but to no avail. There are still 8 cataphracts left in that unit, so still definitely enough to be able to get some damage out. Pontus still has a unit of Pontic Peltus moving back to hopefully help with the engagement against the pikes, but these Cavs see them and they are going to try and finish off the job. But these Peltus are sick of being harassed by these damn Cav, and they are going to let loose hell upon the enemy camels, and that is going to be the end of this damn Cataphract unit. But getting almost 500 kills, they just do not break. They do so much damage, it's crazy. But yeah, these Heroes of Sparta are starting to kind of reform a little bit, which should be able to help our forces cause a little bit more damage to them. Pontus charging in their general against these Heroes of Sparta as well. Sorry guys, I need to take a drink of coffee real quick. Nom 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 nom. But yeah, no, this unit of Pontic Swords charging in against this unit of Heroes of Sparta. We've got some troops ready to start engaging with these Spartan pikemen, but there's not really too much that we can do. If we try to charge into those pokey sticks of destiny, we will fall, we will collapse, we will die. So I don't think that it's worth it. So right now we just have to sit back and let this tower do some damage against these pikes. I mean, it's going to get some shots off, but there's only 7 minutes left in this battle. Will the time run out? Will we lose? Or will we be able to achieve the victory that we have worked so hard to accomplish? Everybody is just now pile driving these Heroes of Sparta. They are going to be able to utilize this small gap right here to be able to get a couple units of Pontic Swords onto the flanks of these Spartan pikemen and start chipping away much quicker than this tower ever could have, and start hopefully breaking these Spartan pikemen so we can get these units around and start attacking the flank of this other unit of Spartan pikemen as well as this unit of Heroes of Sparta. Pontic Swordsmen fighting valiantly against the Heroes of Sparta. The Heroes of Sparta looking sexy as always, with the mighty feathers of justice, the golden armor, and the absolutely gorgeous togas. They are going to be able to get a lot of kills. This pikeman is struggling a little bit, reforming, making sure that we cannot push on the flanks of these Heroes of Sparta. The Heroes of Sparta have successfully reformed, so that way we can't go through that little gap over there anymore. This unit of Hippeus Lancers, the general unit, is going to go ahead and move past this unit of Pontic Swords and charge into the depleted unit of Pontic Swords and probably kill them, honestly. I don't know. Did the Pontic Swords not take like any damage? But yeah, I think this is going to cause the end of the general. There we go. They are broken. But with 100 kills on a general unit, not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's a 1,000 cost general unit, so he definitely could have gotten more, but for all the cavalry plays that we saw during this battle, it was crazy and it was beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Now this Pontic Sword is in the flank of these Spartan pikemen, which just will not break for some reason. Sorry, guys. So they're just going to keep trying to get charge after charge after charge, just doing as much damage to these Spartan pikemen as they possibly can. Oh, and they have let down their pikes. The Spartan pikemen have let down their pikes, which gives us the opportunity to charge in, sandwich them, and do a bunch of damage. A big mistake by the enemies. I know they couldn't have done anything against that flanking Pontic Swords, but still, never let down your pike. Never shove your pikes back up your ass, because I'm like, where the fuck did these pikes even go? But never shove the pikes back up your ass whenever you are holding off enemy forces, because then you're dead. You're gonna die. And now I'm going to go ahead and you move up what's left of my Mercenary Samurai Warriors. A unit of 30 with 301 kills, not bad at all, to help in the engagement against these Spartan pikes. We just want to be able to break these guys so we can get some flanks off. But these guys are holding valiantly. We have 5 minutes left in this replay. And wow, these Heroes of Sparta are getting so many kills that they just refuse to break. They just do not want to break at all. It's insane. They're just going to keep holding off against these Pontic Swords and against these Cimmerian Noble Infantry. Cimmeria is going to go ahead and send over their Cimmerian Heavy Archers, which are out of ammo, to help with this flank attack. These pikemen only have 70 guys left within their unit, 68 falling very quickly, so hopefully we'll be able to break them here soon and push around and engage with the ass of the Heroes of Sparta, because that is how you kill Sparta. Yeah, you gotta have them taken in the ass. If Sparta isn't taken in the ass, you're not going to be able to break them, because they just do not break. They are much like those cataphracts. They have the morale of Zeus himself. It is insane. Cimmeria is going to charge in their very tired Cimmerian Noble Infantry into those Heroes of Sparta. The Heroes of Sparta are going to go ahead and turn it around and engage with the troops that are coming onto their flank. Hopefully we'll be able to finally break these Heroes of Sparta and kill this general unit. But man, even with the rear charges, even with the Spartans being surrounded, they just will not die. They are getting kills. I mean, 182 kills, and they are 183 kills, completely surrounded. A unit of Heroes of Sparta by 4 different units, still getting kills and still holding and not falling very quickly, and even breaking Cimmerian Noble Infantry with 310 kills. Absolutely insane wow, these heroes of Sparta are truly the heroes of Sparta. They are insane. These Spartan pikemen are getting engaged from the rear as well. I mean, we just need to try to, if we can kill this general and break the morale of these troops, then we could potentially win. But I'm starting to break. My mercenary samurai warriors with 323 kills are starting to break. All the Khamirian nobles all coming from the flank are starting to break. Like, this is insane. Khamiri is going to go ahead and turn around a couple units of their archers to hopefully engage with the sides and flank of these heroes of Sparta. But even having been rear charged, they just broke, what, 3 units? Having been engaged this whole time, still fresh, still engaged, and they still have 60 men left. They've only lost half of their men, and they have 270 kills. About to rack up to 280. Like, that's insane. These heroes of Sparta are truly incredible. These pikemen, even being engaged in the rear by these heavy archers and these swords, they are still fighting. They are not breaking anytime soon. They know that their general is alive. The general is still screaming orders at them. They will not fall silently into this cold night. Holy smokes. And then still breaking another unit. I mean, given it's a unit of archers, but these are heavy archers. They've got good melee damage. Like, they can still do some damage. But wow, these heroes of Sparta really just do not want to break. And they are kicking the ass of, I mean, given this general is exhausted, but they are destroying this general as well. This exhausted general fighting tooth and nail against these heroes of Sparta. Like, wow, that's just crazy. He is going to go ahead and get his general the fuck out of there because he is just taking so much damage. And these heroes of Sparta just held off against like 6 different units and successfully pushed them off for now. Like, that's insane. And now they're going to be able to get a flanking charge on these Pontic swordsmen that are engaged with the Spartan pikemen and even get a flank going on. It's not over yet. These enemies just refuse to break. They refuse to lose. It's insane. Getting that rear charge, going into the rear of these Pontic swordsmen while they're trying to kill these pikes. Like, it's crazy. And then Pontus is just chilling here with their Pontic swords, making sure that the pikes don't turn around and engage with these Pontic swords. Khamiri and heavy archers quickly charging in to support their brothers and sisters in arms, but wow. Heroes of Sparta breaking another unit. A unit of 51 men. It's just breaking so many different troops. These heroes of Sparta are insane. They are truly incredible. These pikemen are finally breaking 140 kills on Spartan pikemen, even though they were engaged in the rear. That's ridiculous. That is insane. This unit of heroes of Sparta is crazy as well. Just will not break. At this point, it's just kind of just control A and have everybody engaged with these guys because, yeah, wow, they finally are starting to break with 370 kills. That is insane. Getting so many kills, it's truly incredible. But wow, that battle was close. That was insane. I don't know how those heroes of Sparta, I don't know how any of those men and women, like, they just wouldn't break. The heroes of Sparta, the damn cataphracts, like, nobody would break. That was insane. Very well played. GG's both to my enemies and my allies alike. That was a very fun battle, a very, very strategic battle. It really made us think. And it did cause a couple of emotions. I did get kind of pissed at one point in the battle because I'm like, I'm getting fucked. God damn it, dude. But it was a good battle. It was a really good battle. Let's go ahead and end the replay and look at some of these kills. Yeah, my kills were great. That was a 983. Not like the worst that they could have been, but my thorax swords really got fucked, and they should have gotten a lot more kills. My Theros spears not doing bad at all, getting some decent kills. Mercenary Samurai warriors getting some great kills. My archers got fucked, but my artillery did really well because the enemies had a lot of units out in the open as well. Saba getting 2,455 kills. Looking over their general cataphract unit getting 488 kills. Sparta over here, their general getting 375 kills. Crazy maniac. Their cav doing a very good job. One of them almost getting 200 kills. Donald, definitely the MVP of this game, getting a ton of kills with those Pontic swordsmen, doing a fantastic job. overall. And then Market just killing it, just absolutely killing it with those hoplites. As an attacker, utilizing hoplites was insane. And then of course with me kind of getting a little fucked, didn't do great, but at least I wasn't last place. At least I wasn't last place on kills, and at least I still try to do whatever I can to make sure we did as much damage as possible. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys liked it and you want to see more of it, please be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that like button. Let me know why you liked it. What was your favorite part? I always love to be able to hear that from you guys. If you guys didn't like it, make sure to let me know down in the comments below why you guys did not like it. I'm always looking for ways to be able to improve my content. So if there was something in here that you think that I can improve, other than waking up a little bit, I feel like I yawned a couple of times inside of this video, and I do apologize for that. It's just too early for me. But yeah, no, if there's anything in here that I could improve, please let me know. Yeah, I also stream on twitch.tv/CAPN4IS. I'd love to be able to get to know you guys more and be able to see you guys, so make sure you guys come and tune in to one of my streams. I am a variety streamer. I've been streaming a lot of Rome 2 because I'm getting ready for the tournament. Marketable skills, Total War League, tourney, Siege tourney, 2v2 tourney. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those videos that will be coming out as well. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.